Hi, I'm Sam Allen of Law Mom. I'm the founding attorney here of Law Mom, a mom and a counselor at law. Today, we're going to discuss what is probate. I want to go, I really want you to be kept out of probate, your family out of probate, ask people stories about probate. We do probate in this office, and it's really somewhere you don't want to end up, and you don't want your loved ones to end up. And there are preventative ways to completely stay out of the probate court. So you might hear or read a lot that the point of estate planning is to avoid probate, like I just mentioned. Probate is simply a court system. It's a court system, and that's it. Every state has their own probate court system where a judge who says who is in charge of an estate. So if you pass away, who's in charge of making sure that your assets go to the heirs, that you have who are legally entitled to your assets. It's also the court system to make sure that if someone, whether it's a minor child or incapacitated adult, has someone else that a judge has selected to be in charge of that person's asset or assets really, and that person's medical decision making. So the probate court is one way to think of it as a place that has a plan, so to speak, for those without a plan. It provides a plan for you. If you haven't done estate planning to avoid probate, you're leaving it up to a probate judge, a stranger, to figure out who's in charge of your finances if you become incapacitated, meaning you can't make decisions for yourself. Who's the guardian of your children if something happens to you and you leave minor children behind? Who's in charge of getting your assets gathered and inventoried and paying your creditors and ultimately distributing, giving your estate assets that are left to your heirs? That's where a probate judge has to fill in those gaps. It's really a court proceeding when your family members or loved ones have to go through probate to help you or your estate. They get a case number. It's just like any other legal proceeding, and that the court records what's happening. Those records are public, and a judge is deciding all the things for you or your family along the way. Probate is not a must when it comes to estate planning. You can actually try to avoid probate with your estate plan if you sit down to actually put these things in writing ahead of time in the right way. But to the extent that any estate planning you did online or do it yourself could miss key components, or to the extent you didn't do an estate plan at all, probate is going to come in, and that stranger judge is going to fill in the gaps for you or your family. So you can really avoid probate with proper planning. And that's where we come in. We educate all the time. Education is super important to us here at Law Mom. So you can come to a wine and wills, you can come to one of our planning sessions, call the family law planning session, and meet with us. You can book a 15-minute call. So there's options, no pressure. There's different ways that you can reach out to us and learn and really educate yourself. Because at the end of the day, we see families going through the probate court, and there is an emotional impact that is like no other. And I hear time and time again, why didn't my loved one plan? Now I have to deal with this. I don't understand. So we can avoid that. And we're here to guide you and advise you. Again, you can reach out easily online at www.lawmom.com. I'm Sam Allen, and I hope to hear from you soon saying, I want to keep my family out of the probate court, and know that I know my family will understand and appreciate that I gave them the best gift I could give them and made sure that I protected them from ending up in the probate court. www.lawmom.com.